pace, good Audrey. I will fetch up your goats. And how, Audrey, am I the man yet? Doth my simple features content you?
Your features, Lord Warren says. What features?
I am here with thee and thy goats, as thy most capricious poet, honest Ovid, was among the gods.
Oh, knowledge ill-inhabited, this is the fool I came to seek, worse than Jove in a thatched house.
When a man's verses cannot be understood, nor forwarded with a second child understanding, it strikes a man more dead than a great reckoning in a little room. Truly I would the gods had thee made poetical.
I do not know what poetical is. Is it honest indeed in word? Is it a true thing? Do you wish then that the gods had made me poetical?
Truly, for thou swearest to me thou art honest. If thou wert a poet, I would have some hope thou didst feign.
Would you not have me honest?
No, truly, unless thou wert hard favored. For honesty coupled to beauty is honey, a sauce to sugar.
A material fool.
Well, if I am not fair, I pray the gods make me honest.
Truly, and to cast away honesty were to put meat upon a foul slut, were to put meat in an unclean dish.
I am not a slut, though I think the gods I am foul.
Praise be for thy foulness. Sluttishness may come hereafter, but be as it may, I will marry thee, and to that end I have been with Pastor Corin, who hath promised to come here and couple us.
I would fain see this meeting.
Well, the gods give us joy.
Amen, a man may, and if he were of fearful heart, stagger in this attempt. For we have no temple but the wood, no assembly but horned beasts, but what, though, courage. Here comes Pastor Corin, I called on him to couple us. Pastor Corin Martext, you are well met. Shall you dispatch us here, under this tree, or shall we go to your chapel?
There are none here to give the woman.
I'll not have her if any man give her.
Truly, the woman must be given, or the marriage is not lawful.
Proceed. I can give the woman.
Good even, good master, what you call it. You are very well met. God bless you for your last company. Even a toy in hand here, sir. May pray be covered.
Will you be married, Motley?
As the ox hath his bow, the horse her curb, and the falcon her bells, and man hath his desires, and as pigeons bill, wedlock be nibbling.
And will you be married under a bush, like a mouse? Get ye to church. Find you a priest who can explain to you what marriage is. This man will but join you as they join wainscot, and in time one of you will prove a shrunk panel, and like green timber, warp.
Come, Audrey. We must be married or live in Bawdry. But,
Come
farewell.
thou, let me counsel thee.
Farewell, Pastor Corin, not. Oh, sweet one, oh, brave one, but wind away. Begone, I say. I will not be wedding with thee today.
It's no matter. Ne'er fantastical knave of them all shall waste my day with a wedding.
Talk to me, I will weep. Have I not cause? As good cause as one would desire. Therefore, weep.
But why did he swear to come this morning and yet comes not?
Nay, certainly there is no truth in him. For verity and love, I do think him to be as concave as a covered goblet or a worm-eaten nut.
Not true in love? Nay, you have heard him swear downright that he was.
Oh, he's a brave one. But all's brave that youth mounts and folly guides. Who comes here?
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
Well, how now, Orlando? Why are you here?
I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love? He who will divide a minute into 1,000 parts and break but a part may be said of them that keep it a clapped on the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole. Could even add up.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy, come no more in that sight. Had his leaf be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
I of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. A better jointure, I think, than you can make. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
And what's that?
By horns, which such as you are fain to be beholding of your wife's horns, he comes armed in his fortune and prevents the slander of his wife.
Virtue is no hornmaker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind.
It pleases him to call you so. He hath a Rosalind of a better leer than you.
Come, woo me, for I am in the humor and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very, very Rosalind?
I would kiss before I spoke.
Nay, you better speak first, and when you have gravelled for lack of matter, then you might take occasion to kiss.
Ha, if the kiss be denied.
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins a new matter.
But who could be out being before my beloved mistress?
Mary! That should you, and I were your mistress, or I should think my honesty ranker than my wit.
What? Of my suit?
Not out of apparel, and yet out of your suit. Am I not your Rosalind?
It pleases me to say that you are, because I would be speaking of her.
Well, in her person, I say I will not have you.
Well, then in mine own person, I die!
No, Faith. Die by attorney.
You will not have my right, Rosalind, of this mind, for I protest, simply her frown might kill me.
By this hand, it will not kill a fly. But come now, I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition. Ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind!
Yes, Faith, I will. Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
Well, I hope so.
Why then, tell me how long you will have your Rosalind after you have married her.
Forever and a day. Yet for these 2 hours, I must depart now.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
We must attend the Duke's court by 2 o'clock. He will be with thee then.
Aye then, go your way, go your way. 2 o'clock is your hour?
I, sweet Rosalind,
Prime my troth and in good earnest. If you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think of you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind that may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure and keep your promise.
with no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So adieu.
Well, time is the old justice that examines all such offenders, and let time try. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex in your love prate. We must have your doublet and hose plucked over your head and show the world what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz, that thou didst not know how many fathom deep I am in love. But it cannot be sounded. My affection hath an unknown bottom like the boundless sea.
Or rather bottomless, that as fast as you pour your affection in, it runs out.
I'll tell thee, Elena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll go find a tree in sight of he comes, and I will sleep.
You have both often fired after the young shepherd that did complain of love you saw sitting by me on the turf, praising the proud, disdainful shepherd that was his beloved. Go hence a little, and I shall conduct you, if you will mark it.
Come, let us remove. The sight of lovers feedeth those in love. Bring me to the sight, and you shall say, I'll prove a busy actor in their play.
Sweet Phoebe, Do not scorn me, do not, Phoebe. Say that you love me not, but say not so in bitterness.
The common executioner, whose heart the accustomed sight of death makes hard, falls off the axe upon the humbled neck, and first begs pardon.
Will you sterner be than he who dies and lives by bloody drops?
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tells me there is murder in mine eye. 'Tis pretty shorn, very probable that eyes are the frailest and softest things. Who shall the coward get an animation called tyrants, butchers, murderers, scratch thee but with a pin, and there remains some scar, but leave it upon a rush, the cicatrice incapable in pressure. Thy promise a moment keeps, but now mine eyes, which I have darted thee, hurts thee not, nor I am sure there is no force in eyes that can do hurt.
Oh dear Phoebe, if ever, as ever may be near, you meet in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time come thou not near me, and when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks. Pity me not, as till that time I shall not pity thee.
And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty, as by my faith I see no more in you than without a candle may go dark to bed? Must you therefore be proud and pitiless? Why, what means this? Why do you look on me? I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail work. No faith, proud shepherd, hope not after it. 'Tis not your ill-favored eyes, your plain silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can attain my spirit to your worship. But shepherd, know yourself, down on your knees, and thank heaven fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all market. So take him to thee, shepherd, fare you well.
Sweet youth, I pray you, chide eager together. I'd rather hear you chide than this man woo.
He's fallen in love with your foulness, and you'll fall in love with my anger. Why look you so upon me?
For no ill will, I bear you.
I pray you, do not fall in love with me. I am falser than vows made in wine. If you will know my house, 'tis at the tuft of olives here hard by. Come, sister, shepherd, look on him better and be not proud. For though all the world could see, none could be so abused in sight as he.
Dead shepherd, now I find thy salt of might. Whoever loved, but not loved at first sight.
Sweet Phoebe,
What sayst thou, Silvius?
sweet Phoebe, pity me.
Why, I'm sorry for thee, gentle Silvius. Thou hast my love. Is not that neighborly?
I would have you.
Why don't our covetousness? Silvius, the time was that I hated thee. But since thou canst talk of love so well, I will endure, and I will employ thee too. But do not look for further recompense in thine own gladness if thou art employed.
So holy and so perfect is my love, and I in such a poverty of grace, that I shall think it a most plenteous crop, to glean the broken ears after the man at the main harvest reaps. Loose now and then a scattered smile, and that I'll live upon.
Knowst now the youth that spoke to me erewhile?
Not very well, but I met him oft, and he hath bought the cottage in the bounds of old Carlot was once master of.
Think not I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy if he talks so well. But would I care for words? Yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases those they hear. There may be some folks, Silvius, had they marked him, and parcels as I did would have gone near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I hate him not, nor love him not. And yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. But what he had to do to chide at me, he said mine eyes ill-favored and my hair plain, and now Anne scored at me. I'm over wide, answer not again. That's all one. Omittance is no quittance. I shall write to him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Silvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it straight. The matters of my head and my heart. I'll be bitter with him and passing short. Go with me, Silvius.
Celia, how say you now? Has it not been 2 hours? And here much Orlando.
I warrant you, with pure love and troubled brain, he hath taken his bow and arrows and is gone forth to sleep. Look, who comes here?
My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but as I guess by the stern brow and waspish action which they did use, as they were writing of it, it bears angry tenor. Pardon me, I am but as a guiltless messenger.
Patience herself would startle at this letter and play the swaggerer. Bear this, bear all. They say I am not fair, that I lack manners. They call me proud and that they could not love me. Why write this so to me? Well, shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own device.
So please you, for I never heard it yet heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
They Phoebe me. Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God to shepherd turn, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Whilst you chide me, I did love. Whether that thy youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me and all that I can make, or else by him my love deny, and then I'll study how to die. Did you ever hear such railing?
Call you this railing?
Yes, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a devil? Well, go your way to them, for I fear love hath turned thee into a tame snake. And say this to them, that if they love me, I charge them to love thee. If they will not, I will not have them unless thou entreat for them. Go hence and not a word, for here comes more company.
Thanks, fair lady. The dear young lord would make you here.
The young Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that shepherd youth that he called Rosalind, he sent this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame. If you don't know what man I am, and how and why and where this handkerchief was stained,
I pray you, tell it.
unless the young Orlando parted from you, he left the promise to return again within an hour. Pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy, lo, what befell? He threw his eyes aside, and mark, what object did present itself? A lioness! Udders all drawn dry, lay couching, head on ground, cat-like watch. When a sleeping man under a tree should stir, for 'tis the royal disposition of that beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. This seen, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his sister, his elder sister.
Oh, I've heard him speak of that same sister, and he did render her the most unnatural that has ever lived amongst men.
And well he might do so, for well I know, she was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave her there, food to the sucked and hungry lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and purpose so. But kindness nobler ever than revenge, and nature, stronger than this just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fell before him. And returtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Were you his sister?
Was you he rescued?
Was you that so oft plot to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I will not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin.
By and by, when from the first to last betwixt us two, tears our countenance had most kindly bathed, as how I came into this desert place. In brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, knitting me into my brother's love, who led me instantly into his cave. There stripped himself. Here, on his arm, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled, and now he fainted, and cried in fainting, Aunt Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and after some small space, being strong at heart, He sent me hither, stranger as I am, that I might tell this story, so you may excuse the broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in the blood, the shepherd youth that he called Rosalind. Why, how now? Ganymede!
Oh,
Say Ganymede! Many will swoon when they do look on blood.
there's more in it. Cousin Ganymede.
Look, he recovers.
I would I were at home. We'll lead you thither. I pray you, will you take him by the arm?
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man? You lack a man's heart.
So I do, but Faith, I should have been a woman by right.
Come, you look paler and paler. Pray you, draw homewards. Good cuz, go with us.
Good lady, I will.
Is it possible that in such little acquaintance you should come to like this forest life? But that you should love it? And loving give? Will you persevere to enjoy it?
Hold not the giddiness of it in question. The poverty of the forest, the small acquaintance. My sudden loving. Say with me, I love Arden! Without hypocrisy we'll make a life here. If you consent to this with me, it shall be to your good. We may each enjoy a new life. For our father's house, all the revenue that was old Sir Roland's will I estate upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
I will consent, and all will be forgiven with newfound brotherly love. We'll start our new life tomorrow. Thither I will inform the Duke and all his contented followers. Go you and prepare for your new life, for here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, cousin.
And you, fair youth.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scar.
It is my arm in the scar.
I thought thy heart hath been wounded with the claws of a lion.
It has, but by the eyes of a lady.
Did your sister tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when she showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are. Nay, 'tis true. For your sister no sooner looked, but she repented. No sooner repented, but she wept. No sooner wept, but she sought your forgiveness. And in these degrees she has made a pair of stairs to simple life, which she will climb unbridled, or else be unbridled before the court and my aunt. She's in the very wrath of love, and she will take care. Clips cannot part her from this newfound happiness.
She will be assimilated tomorrow, and I will bid Duke Senior towards this understanding. Oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through the eyes of another. So much the more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart heaviness and thinking my sibling happy and having what she wishes for.
Why then, tomorrow can I not serve your turn for Rosalind?
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Know me then as I speak to some purpose, that I know you are a gentle one and of good conceit. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, tomorrow shall you marry her. I know into what straits of fortune she is driven, and it is not impossible to me, if it appear not inconvenient to you, to set her before your eyes tomorrow, human as she is and without any danger.
Speakest thou in sober meanings?
By my life, I do. So put in your best array. I will bid Pastor Corin to meet me here tomorrow. For you will be married then, you shall. And to Rosalind, if you will. Look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of theirs.
Youth, you have done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I writ to you.
I care not if I have.
It is in my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I, for Phoebe.
I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no shepherd.
It is to be all made of faith and service, and so am I, for Phoebe.
I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no shepherd.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, and all made of wishes, all adoration, duty, and observance, and so am I, for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no Phoebe.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
This be so much that you need to love you.
If this be so, why don't you need to love
Pray you! No more of this. 'Tis like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me here all together. I will marry you if I ever marry a shepherd, and I will be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if I ever satisfy any, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind meet, as you love Phoebe meet, and as I love them not, I will meet. So fare you well, I have left you command.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
When I see your face, I see your mind. Things I wanna do and thoughts in my head are always left unsaid. Inside, outside, I need someone who sees me, who sees me. I can't be the only one in this world that needs healing, needs healing.
Every time I look around, I see right through. But when I see your face, I see mine too. The things I want to do, the thoughts in my head are always left unsaid. Inside, outside, I need someone to see me, to see me. I can't be the only one in this world that needs healing, needs healing.
So take me by the hand, this will be our gift.
We'll gather all the roses, find the beauty that is real.
We step out of the dark, out from the ways that cause us harm.
We'll step into the light where a new day has dawned. Inside, outside, I need someone who sees me, who sees me. No, I'm not the only one in this world that needs healing, and needs healing. Inside, outside, I found someone who sees me, who sees me. No, I'm not the only one in this world that needs healing, and we're healing inside out.
wicked pester, most terrible Corin. But, Audrey, there's a lord here in the forest lays claim to you.
I know who 'tis. He hath no interest in me in the world. Here comes the man you mean.
Oh, it's meat and drink to me to see a clown. We that have good wits have much to answer for. We shall be flouting, we cannot hold.
Good even, Audrey.
God even, Lord Amiens.
And good even to you, sir.
Good even, gentle friend. Cover thy head, and really be covered. How old are you, friend?
5 and 20, sir.
A right age. Is thy name Amiens?
Amiens, sir.
A fair name. Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
So, sir.
Then learn this of me. I am he, sir, that must marry this woman. Therefore, you, clown, abandon, or to wait, I will kill thee. Make thee away, translate thy life into death, thy liberty into bondage. I will kill thee in 150 different ways. Therefore, tremble and depart.
Oh, good Amiens.
God rest you merry, sir.
The young lord meant no harm in loving me.
No harm? There is no harm in love till it become harmful. But trip, Audrey, trip. Tomorrow is the joyful day. Tomorrow we will be married.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that the boy can do all this that he hath promised?
I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not. As those that fear, they hope, and know they fear.
Patience once more whilst our compact is urged. You say, when I bring your Rosalind, you will bestow her on Orlando here.
Not would I had kingdoms to give with her.
And you say you will have her when I bring her.
That would I if I were of all kingdoms king.
You say you'll marry me if I be willing.
That will I, shall I die the hour after.
Or else refusing me to give yourself to this most faithful shepherd?
So is the bargain.
You say you will have Phoebe if they will.
Though to have them and death were both one thing.
I have promised to make all this matter even. Keep you your word, O Duke, to give your daughter. You yours to receive her daughter. Keep your word, Phoebe, that you'll marry me, or else refusing me to give yourself to this faithful shepherd. Keep your word, Silvius, that you'll have them if they refuse me. And from hence I go to make all this matter even.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favor.
My lady, the first time that I saw him, I thought he was a brother to your daughter.
There is sure another flood towards, and these couples are coming to the ark. Here comes a pair of very strange beasts, which in all tongues are known as fools.
Word has it that I was a courtier back in another life.
Good Lord, bid this man welcome. He hath been a courtier, he claims. This is the motley-minded gentleman I have so often met in the forest.
Amen. If any man doubt that, let him put me fine purgations. I have trod a measure, I have flattered a lady, I have been politic with mine friends, smooth with mine enemy, I have undone 3 tailors, I have fought 4 quarrels, and would have liked to have fought 1.
And how was that taken up?
Faith we met, and found it was upon the 7th cause.
How now, 7th cause? Good my lord, like this fellow?
I like him very well.
Then is there mirth in heaven when earthly things made even atone together. Good Duke, receive thy daughter. Ceres from heaven brought her, yea, brought her hither, that thou might join with this, whose heart within this bosom is.
If there be any truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be any truth inside you, are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then may love it too?
I will have no mother if you be not
not she. I'll have no husband if you be not he, nor ne'er wed if it be not to you.
Peace, ho, I bar confusion. 'Tis I must make conclusion of these most strange events. Here's 6 that must take hands to join in series bands. If truth holds true contents, you and you no cross shall part. You and you are heart and heart. You to this love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. You and you are sure together as the winter is to foul weather. Whiles a wedlock hymn we sing, heed yourselves of questioning, that reason wonder may diminish, how thus we met, and these things finish. Wedding is great Juno's crown, oh blessed bond of board and bed, to serious peoples every town. I wed love then the honor, high honor and renown, to Ceres, god of every town.
Oh, my dear niece, welcome thou art to me. Even daughter, welcome in no less degree. I will not eat my word, now thou art mine. Thy faith my fancy to thee doth combine.
Please! I am unarmed and of a sad disposition. Lend me your attention for a word or two. I am the wretched usurper once called Duke Frederick, sister to the great Duke Senior, and I must share with this fair assembly. I was once power-hungry, a war-crying tyrant, not thinking of the importance of love until I pushed even my dearest daughter away. With no family left to speak of, I walked to the edge of this forest. My shame nearly overcame me, but I could not let fear hold my heavy heart down. In contrition for my sins, I have decided to not only abandon the threatening pursuit of my sister, but to disappear from the world altogether and seek a spiritual life away from this land. I hereby return the throne to my banished sister and have restored all the lands and titles to those who were exiled.
These words truly be of my mother's tongue?
Celia, when spiteful hatred consumed me whole, the venom of my greed and anger spat at you. Your true heart stayed loyal, where mine broke faith. I hope my offer of loving transformation will be enough to mend your broken heart.
Mother. Sister.
You are as welcome here now as dearly as in our youth. We shall speak further, yet today we will quiet to honor the wedding of your niece. Proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites as we do dress the end and true delights. Yet I have no true delight to be here.
What sayest thou, honest Audrey?
The fondness of love that once fluttered within me has gone, Touchstone. You have scorned me, called me foul to be honest, sluttish without poetics. I did desire you with all my heart, but it is a dishonest desire to desire a cruel trickster, one that plots to leave when you're roused much as spent and tired. Is that not reason enough to keep my hand? I have been lone often in life. Who says I shouldn't bear that fate a little while longer? Better to be lone in self-love than married and hated for true heart and good faith. Goodbye, slutty Touchstone. May the devil comfort thee the hour you reach his realm.